Hello, my name is Sackett, and we are playing FTB One. And I was out here looking for a pillager tower to try to get Bad Omen because we need a couple totems for some stuff. And I went ahead and found a whole woodland mansion, not actually too terribly far from the base. So that's a real stroke of luck. We should be able to get some totems out of here. I couldn't find the real entrance. It might be buried in the hillside or something. That happens sometimes. Let's deal with this place. These guys. We'll be back. Here's the entrance. Let's see. Yeah, no wonder I couldn't find it. Yeah, this thing. If you look in here, there's a block of sapphire, or lapis, I mean. Like it's been embedded in the thing's brain. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, it's in here somewhere. Okay. We got a laze in here. Got one more capturing tool. Can I pick you up? Yeah. Let's go get some more of these tools. So I got 7 of them, and I think one of them may have my spell book. I don't know which one. Let's see. What about you? You don't look like you have anything. Come here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to find out today is whether the runes, the glyphs that we learn, are persistent when we learn them. They used to be per book, but I believe now they are per player. I guess we're going to test it, huh? We will need, I guess, a normal book. Must all be upstairs by the enchanting setup. Okay. Oh, no, not what I wanted. Trying to shift click into the crafting grid, and this is not the tool for that. Okay, so yeah, we've got, looks like we've got it. And then we'll need, there we go. Just remake our little projectile light spell here. And we can actually, we'll soup it up a little bit, why not? We can put, make it a little stronger, I think, with the amplify. First thing we're trying to do, we want to upgrade this thing to the 3rd tier. And like I said, we're going to need a Totem of Undying, and we're going to need one of these, and we'll get into that. Oh, yep, here we are. You can sit right there. Oh, we got zombies. Take that. Take that. And that. Still. Ah, they're so vexing. Only 2 evokers, but that'll do. So what we need to get into is rituals. We're gonna need a ritual brazier. Use a tablet on it. And it's a waiting activation. You throw any additional items to augment. And then we interact with the brazier with an empty hand. Some of these require a source, some of them don't. Oh, that's cool. We might do that in a minute. What we want is the tablet of summoning Wilden. So that's Archwood, a lapis block, and I think we have a good amount of wings. Let's see. Yeah. And what was the rest of it. Oh no, that's the drop. Archwood, that's right. Looks like it might have to be specifically vexing Archwood. Okay, so we'll make a brazier. Here we go. Okay. Block a source gem, pedestal, and some gold. There we go. And we're gonna want one each of the Wilden drops to augment the ritual. Otherwise, it just summons a bunch of Wildens. What we want is the Wilden Chimera, which drops the item we need to upgrade our spellbook to the top tier. Now, what you don't want to do is this near your base. This guy can make a real mess. Uh, he can make a real mess. So let's see. We put the tablet on there. And then we throw these on with the old Q key. And then we interact with an empty hand. And we get these gorgeous Ars Nouveau particle effects. Particle effects in this mod are just so good. And here's our boy. Now he's got 3 forms. As you can see, he brings jerks along with him. So we take him down to like very little health, and there's particles, he's indestructible, and he's on to our next form. Look at this guy. And just kind of get in here. There we go, now we're hurting him. Probably be better off doing this with magic, but oh, we'll just take him down like this. It's not like he can hurt us with the quantum armor, you know? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna pick up the pedestal while he's coming into this next form, because I don't want to lose it. Yeah. And you two, your little dog. These guys are hard to hit. They're not so tough. Looks like missile weapons is actually the way to go with those guys. Maybe it's the same with him? Oh yeah. He's got a lot of, he hasn't done the thing yet where he blows up a whole bunch of stuff. I've lost a lot of ritual braziers to this guy, because it destroys blocks. I don't know if we're gonna see him do it or not. We're kinda just ruining his day here. Yeah. Oh, he ain't got much left. Okay, and now he summons a bunch of jerks. Whole bunch of them. And that's the end of him. And he drops the Wilden Tribute. And we... Oh, there is another thing we do with it. We'll have to do this to make spell focuses. We'll deal with that later. Okay, and with that, another star, the totem, a couple other things. We got ourselves top tier spell book, and we can learn all the other glyphs. Now this is the super stuff. Like Fangs is the evoker thing. We can summon Vexes, Undead. We can split an effect. That's really cool. And lightning, great stuff. Now, these high tier glyphs aren't cheap. For instance, Glide is going to cost us an Elytra, but they're worth it. And the reason is, you would, let's say we didn't have the angel ring or the quantum armor or this and that. And we might use this anyway. So if we were to self, right, and then we want to add glide to it with, how long can we extend? Holy crow. Okay, used to only be able to put 2 on there. I don't know if all those others will make a difference. But if we were to, let's get rid of the angel ring. Wonder if this thing is interfering too. Okay, I think there's one more thing we need to do here. Let's do self launch, right? Is there a launch? Oh, there's some way to do this. Oh, that's right, we need rabbits. Yeah, glide's all well and good, but to actually launch ourselves into the air, we'll need launch. So what we're gonna do, I want a couple of rabbits. We want some for the drigme, but I'd like just kind of a pet rabbit too. So we're gonna make some of these cages from supplementaries. We just need a couple of slabs, and I think we have bars, and a little bit of iron. We're gonna make these 3 of these, I guess. Pardon the lag out here, these new chunks. These work just like the mob capturing tools, except you shift click, you can put it down. And some vanilla mobs will have an animation inside, some will just sit still. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing that we did to the parrot with a couple of rabbits, so we can put them in with the drigme and get their resources. So now we got launch. So let's see, let's mess with this one here. We'll take all of this, get rid of that first. Now, if you're like me and you can't identify these by sight, searching for them up here is a good idea. Now with launch, we can make an AoE. But what we want to do is just, let's get rid of all of these. I'm going to amplify it. So we can amplify it a couple of times now. That's pretty cool. So that should give us quite a lift off. And then we should have, there's glide. And this we can extend the time. Let's see if we understand it now. Okay. Oh, it uses a lot of mana. So we'll be able to fly while the spell lasts. Yeah, and you get a good 10 minutes with all of that. So although these are expensive when you get into the top tier, they're very much worth it. One thing about these cages, the mod has to recognize the mob as a small animal. For instance, the naturalist mobs, like the snails and the little songbirds and such, they don't go here. I guess they're missing that, or well, not missing. They don't have that tag. Now we are going to need one more totem at least. There's a summon Vex spell that I definitely want to mess with. So take a Vexing, block of emerald, and ink sac to make the tablet a challenge. And we want a hard raid, so we're gonna augment it with an emerald. That'll take it up to hard, I guess, on any difficulty, maybe. It does not increase the difficulty if you're playing on hard. I want to try to kill a couple of birds with one stone here. We have some Wixie charms, but I wanted to try to get one, we have to cast a spell on a witch while the witch is at half health or less. So we're going to need a, oops, I'm pressing the wrong key here. We're going to need like a projectile dispel. There it is. I'll just call it projectile dispel because I'm super creative. And let's make something fun too. Let's do a projectile. Where's flare? Flare is like harm, but it's kind of ridiculous. You want things to be on fire first, though. So the first thing we're going to do is ignite. And then I would like to ignite in an AoE. And I think on sensitive, there's some issue with it. We just read about it a second ago. Yeah, we want it to ignite blocks. We're gonna make a mess. Now we want to add the flare effect. There it is. And this is also gonna be an AoE. Now we're gonna amplify it and extend the time. And we're gonna call it Big Ouchie. Finally, I want to, just in case, I want to do a healing spell. So if we do a self-heal, that much is, pretty obvious, but oh, there's no extend time on it anymore. This extend time in previous versions would make the heal a regen, but we'll just do a nice big instant heal. Now this village looks pretty good. Hopefully those caves are far enough away that the guys won't get caught down there. Like, I'm not super worried about getting hero of the village, but I do want to at least get to some evoker waves and hopefully a witch wave too. In fact, let's start with Big Ouchie because we won't see witches for a minute. We'll put this on here. We'll augment it with an emerald. And then we right click. And it's going to do its thing. Let's get up here, get a little bit of a better view. Oh, you poor test certificates, what will you do? Oh, there it goes. I was like, oh, it didn't do anything. Definitely did something. So theoretically, we'll get 7 waves here. I won't show the whole thing because that'll take forever, but maybe we'll come back a little bit in the later waves. All right, second wave. Let's give Big Ouchie a try. Where are they? Oh, they're over here. Hey, fellas. Oh, I missed. Get a couple of them gathered up here. There we go. Doesn't matter if we hit them exactly, because it'll hit the blocks. Okay, we got a witch right here. See if we can hold still. Oh, she's gonna heal. She heals too much. Am I casting a spell? Did say cast a spell when she's down to Alright, well I'm glad we found some. Now we did get 5 totems out of that, so we were able to make the summon build. Let's just try the summon Vex real quick. That sounds like fun. We'll do underfoot, I guess. And where are they? what can we do? We can do extend time. See if any of the others are, yeah, just extend time. So we'll summon our Vexes. Let's see how these boys do. How many we get here? I don't see any. I feel like I hear some. You see any on the map here? So maybe underfoot isn't the way to do it. Maybe orbit? Let's try that. Okay, so this makes it so that when something hits us, I think it would summon a Vex, which is actually pretty funny. Yeah, we got right up close to the ducks and there come the Vexes. I guess they don't have anything to do, so they sink into the ground. There were two over here. I just saw them. They must have gone underground with nothing to do. Anyway, I don't really know what was going on with the, maybe we were doing something wrong with trying to get the Wixie shards. I'll have to look into it some more. But we have two. So we're gonna go ahead. Uh-oh. This probably isn't a good sign. Yeah, we're just loading back in here. Looks like we lost all that stuff. It's like the same thing that happened with the Sylph, or the Whirly Sprig the first time. Set it back up. Alright, hopefully second time's the charm. Oh. Nope. Oh, we did get one. And that's good. You can do a lot of potion automations with these Wixies, but you need a good number of them because they're kind of single operation mechanics. Like you could use one to make the mundane potion, another one to make, add a gas tier to make the regen potion, another one to make, to make it into a splash, and a glowstone, what have you. But we can also make it into a familiar. We could also make Drigme familiars and Carbuncle or Starbuncle, I should say. Now what we're gonna have to do is a ritual of binding, and we're not gonna want to do it out in the Ars Nouveau area because it'll probably affect our Drigmes and our Whirly Sprig as well. So let's see, we got Tablet of Binding, the Vexing Archwood, blank parchment, paper and Mage Bloom, huh? We got Mage Bloom. Might as well go ahead and make it into fibers. We need some paper. And surround it with the fibers for blank parchment. Right? Yeah, okay. And then we'll need Vexing Archwood. We'll need an Ender Pearl and 3 Source Gems. There we go. We're also, just like we needed a Mossy Cobble for the Drigme and a flower for the Whirly Sprig, we're going to need a Cauldron to summon the Wixie on. They look pretty cool. I'm going to figure out somewhere in here to put it. Okay, yeah, this is still pretty empty in here, so we'll put it right here as kind of a curio. And let's get our ritual brazier, whatever it is, down. Tablet ready? There she is. I'll use the tablet of binding. Now we've got a bound script, and we've unlocked the familiar. Now, let's see. Familiars, yes indeed. Wixie. So, 8 here. Do we just have access to that now? How does it work? Oh, there she is. She's got a good amount of health. And she will follow us around. And let's see exactly what she does. I want to say she throws potions. Yeah, applies harmful potions and increases the duration of potions that we drink. And we could cast a spell. We wanted to get rid of her, but she's pretty adorable. Let's get her flying. There she comes. Yeah, we'll just let her hang out. Now the next thing I want to take a look at is the Tablet of Awakening. Apparently we can do quite a bit with this now. It takes flourishing archwood. So let's see, there we go. And we're gonna need, I think it said one of each. Well, no, we only want to keep one of these, I think. This will all make sense in a minute, I hope. Whoops. Gotta get a blue one on here. And then what was it? Source gems, I think. Yeah, we're gonna make 5 of these. I guess we could use it on budding amethyst too. Can we make this stuff? Do we have any? Not really. So I came down looking for geodes so we can find some budding amethyst, but watch this Wixie go. We'll do like all kinds of potion effects. Okay, I hunted around for a geode for ages and I couldn't find one. We'll just have to keep our eyes open. But we can summon the tree creatures, wheeled walkers, I think. We're gonna do a row of them, like across this little spit of land, one of each. So, in case any mobs head this way, they'll have a difficult time. Now, what you do is you just put this thing down on here, right click, yeah, one vexing wheeled walker. Now, let's see. Come on, big fella. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. So let's look up wheeled walkers. See if we can learn how to control them. When summoned randomly, use the Dominion wand, and then on the block you wish it to guard. So, guarding nothing, guarding that spot right there. Okay, now each one of these does something different. The blazing casts flare, but apparently doesn't ignite area blocks. We'll find out. Cascading casts freeze and cold. Casts amplified harm with a snare effect, and hex and an amplified wither. So it'll be a pretty good set of guards. I guess we'll do another one right here. Let's do Fireboy right here and see if it ever catches fire out here. You kind of think it would if he's using fire, wouldn't you? But, guess you never know. Take just a second. Hey! How you doing, buddy? Okay, I just discovered I didn't get that right with this guy. We want to make sure it says stored entity. There it is. Okay, so just a regular right click. And then we'll see set home. Very nice. And here's the cascading guy. He's got himself a nice beard. I gotta look at you, buddy. Yeah, eyebrows. And finally we have the flourishing. I got a nice little 80s haircut there. So in the extremely low chance that we actually get hostile mobs in this area wandering in from over there outside of range of the Megatorch, these guys should make relatively short work of them. And there are plenty more rituals that we can check out. Scrying looks interesting. We may use that when we're looking for certain blocks. Matter of fact, we might even be able to use that to find Geode. But we're starting to run a little long, so that's going to be all for this time. Next time we'll get into, if I can figure it out, how to enchant stuff with this mod. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.